I recently went to see my stylist, the only person that does my hair who's capable of doing my hair because she knows naturally curly hair. And thank you, Renee, because I'm giving a shout out to you because you suggested that I do this YouTube video and people really want to know how I do my curly hair. So genetically speaking, my ancestors are from Ukraine, so I'm Jewish Ukrainian. And when I was little, I did not know how to do my hair. So over the course of time, I've perfected it. I'm 47 now. And yeah, pretty much am a SME, subject matter expert, at my locks. So some of you might have hair. It's a little unruly. It's kind of like horse hair. It's naturally dry. Most curly hair is naturally dry. And if you're looking for a good conditioner, I don't spend a lot of money on my hair products. This doesn't work for me. My curls like the cheap crap. So my best advice to you is to make sure that you have a creamed base conditioner with no oil. So no manure oil, no any kind of oil base in your conditioner. Make sure it's really creamy and rich, and don't be afraid to feel it, because that's what I've done. Also, what I have all over my hands, I use this religiously. I can only get it off of Amazon, so that's what I use as far as an added leave-in conditioner. Really, like when I'm still in the shower, I leave a lot of water in my hair, and I leave my conditioner in my hair as well. So I just pretty much just slather this. I focus on the ends because obviously that's the most driest part, because the natural oils are coming out of your dermis, which is a part of your scalp, and you really don't need a lot of conditioner in that area. So kind of just lather it up. Do not towel dry your hair ever with natural curly hair. Do not towel dry your hair. You're doing yourself a disservice. So I can't make this video, like I can't speed it up, because you're just going to have to know the process on how I do this. People have also asked me about my skincare routine, which I don't have a lot of time to get ready in the morning because I value my sleep more than primping per se. And I'm not impressing anybody where I work anyway. So I use Rodan & Fields. I'll just kind of show you a quick picture. This is the PM. So this is all I use, this line. So I also use the Lash Boost, and I haven't really got on to show you. My lashes are crazy right now. I put on my mascara and literally they're almost reaching my eyebrows. And so I'm really pleased about that. I had to kind of scale back on putting the serum, the Lash Boost serum, on the bottom lashes because they're just going nuts and they're like all over the place. So I scaled back on the bottom lashes. So with all the conditioner in your hair and the extra water, you're not going to use a brush. You're always going to use a wide tooth comb. And mind you, I've been doing this for a really long time, so I know what I'm doing. Trust me. I see a lot of curls, and I want to go up to these ladies and say, oh my gosh, I just want to give you some helpful tips, but I never do because I don't want to, be rude about it. Maybe they like their hair looking like that. I personally don't like curls that are very separated and spindly. Like, it reminds me of like curly spider legs. I like locks, like beautiful, silky, shiny locks, and that's what I'm trying to do for you, to show you how that's achieved today. And this video is probably going to be rather lengthy. Like I said, I can't speed it up unless I put it on high drive. So yeah, just make sure it's all, my hair is really long and I just got a lot cut off this past week. So it's kind of down to my waist, but when it's, with curly hair, it'll spring up. So you got to remember, like a helicoil, it's going to bounce up and bounce up, especially when it dries. So everything's come through. I like to put highlights through my dark hair. I have very, very dark hair. My father has practically black hair and these gorgeous sky blue eyes. I wish I got his eyes, but I didn't. But my hair is pretty black, as you can see. It's very black. So I like to put where the sun would naturally hit your hair. The sun doesn't like sneak up underneath your hair and give you highlights. So I like to keep everything very, natural looking. And being that I'm in the DoD, I can't have anything too fattish, too unnatural. So I'm kind of limited to that. So I part my hair from the left to the right because I'm usually driving. And, I think about these things because if I have my window down, my driver's side window, the air blows in this way and it's naturally just going to go with my part. Makes sense, boys and girls? Yes, it does. So I just kind of created a part and it's still, it's wet. You want to be able to hear the water, if that makes any sense, in your hair. So when I say I use cheap crap, it's literally cheap crap. I've been using this probably 10, 15 years now, probably longer than that. The same stuff has always been available to me. It doesn't break the bank. And I use the number, I can't see without my glasses, the number 8. So lots of mousse, lots of mousse. Listen, it's cheap. I don't, I'm not shy when I use my products. I pat it all in. I separate my hair like this. I like to focus more around this area because the curls want to find a home. And when they find a home, I'm going to show you. Just kind of like all over the place right now. So I use this gel, same brand, number 8. Very liberal when I use this. Again, pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Try not to leave any clumps in your hair. And I'm constantly doing this because it gets in between my fingers. And then while it's in between, I could get, reach more hair because I'm constantly putting my fingers through my hair. And, yeah, so, and then, you got this little bit of excess. I just take the ends and I do this. And that's pretty much it. Now, don't be using your brush. Don't be using your brush. I know how much you want to use your brush, but refrain because, like I said, you need to trust me on this. You use your fingers. Your fingers, I don't know if you can see that, you're basically creating locks by doing that. You're going to go this way. Same thing. If you need to use your brush just to kind of like, get it back to where it needs to go, great. But don't go, don't go crazy. I like to pull the hair like around my ears. Same thing. You're creating locks. You're going to pull, I don't know if you can see my fingers, my hair's kind of long, so pull the fingers down like so. And you're going to come together. So while you're coming together doing this, you're pulling locks together. See how it's coming together like these segments? That's important. That's super important. Okay, so you're going to come down, and sorry about the sneak peek there. It's no different than a bathing suit. Don't get all crazy on me. You just go like that, and then you're going to, I don't know if you can hear that. So squish, 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 squish. Super important. If you don't have that squish, you're not going to have a good hair day. You're not going to have a good hair day. So squish, squish, squish. And you can see, you just kind of see like what I'm trying to achieve. Make sure that you don't just squish the ends, but make sure you get around the crown area because you want that curl all the way up to the base. Squish, squish, squish. Squish, squish, squish. Now, sometimes you're going to want to get a little a little perfect around the crown. So if you want some showstoppers, okay, this one's pretty good. So if you really want some showstoppers, you're going to help it like by doing this. If you want like a cylindrical perfect curl, you see where I'm going with this? So that's a perfect curl. Maybe like on the bottom it needs one more little twirl, but you catch my drift. Same with this one. You want more showstoppers, you'll do exactly the same thing. So like so, just kind of, you're going to help them. So you don't want to take an iron per se after you've done this type of look to your hair after it's dry. I never, personally, this is my own method. I never use an iron to try to achieve my curls when I could do it. Some baby hair, see what I mean? I don't know if you can see that. I just basically do it while it's wet, and it saves me time as well. So when I do it when it's wet, sometimes, I mean, it doesn't really matter like which way you spin it. If you have natural curly hair, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't really matter which way you spin it. So there you go. So, and then you just kind of go up. So that's a showstopper on my left. Yeah, see? And there you go. And there you have it. So that's my hair. I'm going to stop with the video, and you're going to let your hair cure. So in the morning, I don't know, maybe this might have taken me like 5 minutes. This is my hair, 5 minutes. If you have an hour commute like myself, I usually just turn on the heater and it air dries, and then I sling it back in a bun. If you do not have an hour commute and your job is, or whatever you do is like, you know, just around the corner, you're going to have to make time to let your hair cure. So take your shower, do your hair a little bit, do your makeup, get dressed, feed the animals, whatever you gotta do, take the, you know, get your kids ready for school, whatever you have to do in the morning. Try to let your hair cure as long as possible, but not overly cured where it's taking a mind of its own. And people with curly hair, you know what I'm talking about. You still want to be able to control it, even though it wants to do its own business. So then I'm going to come back to you, and I'm going to show you how to blow dry your hair, and then style your hair, and then we'll just take it from there. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I will chat with you later. Bye. Okay, I'm back, and it's been about, I don't know, 45 minutes, maybe, yeah, about 45 minutes since my hair has been curing. I was able to do a load of laundry and do my whole makeup routine. One thing about your hair, while it's curing, try not to touch it, because you're going to disturb the lock that's curing, and it's going to frizz. So it's super important that you're not like, you know, changing your clothes like while your hair is curing, like disturbing while you're putting your clothes over your head. Yeah, don't allow anybody to touch your hair while it's curing. And one thing about just a little quick makeup tip, a lot of you ladies out there, when you get mascara on the tops of your lids, when you're putting on your mascara, or on the bottom, you use this little culprit. Big no-no, big no-no, to get it off. So what you want to use is, and I'm just like gonna like pick out any brush here, something a little bit smaller than this. You already have either powder set on your eyes, or you're just gonna like literally just gently take the mascara and just wiggle, 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 and then it's boom, gone. Same with bottom, wiggle, 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 and it's gone. Because it's not resting on your skin per se, it's resting on the eyeshadow, and it's powder, so it just goes. You just need something just to kind of scoop it off. Don't use a Q-tip because you will smear it. Maybe y'all know that, maybe you don't, but I just thought I'd throw that into this video. And I'm not going to start blow drying because you're not going to hear me, but I use the, this is relatively old, probably about 10 years old, but it's been my faithful. I gotta put my glasses on because I can't see. So it's the Ceramics Extreme by Baby Bliss Pro, and I didn't like the diffuser that came with the product, so I got this Revlon Revlon diffuser because it's really big and it has these really great teeth that lift my hair and allows the air to get underneath. And it kind of feels good because it's like a massage too. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I don't want to put the noise on, so when you're doing your hair, you're going to like lift it from the bottom and just kind of hold it because you still want to get the curl set. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a little bit and I'll come right back to you. All right. Okay, after diffusing it, I'm talking just crazy, just don't be so perfect, just keep doing this with your diffuser, right? I hairsprayed it with this, again, some cheap stuff. I don't baby my hair. I don't baby myself, period. But here's the volume, right? Nuts. This is, okay, remember those showstoppers I was telling you about that you hand did? You didn't have to curl with an iron. Here it is. Here's one. Boop. So there's another one. I curled that one by hand. If you want a certain clump that's together, and remember this side? Showstopper is right here. So let me just kind of, there she is. So you could, now you could handle your hair. You could touch it all you want. If you want to put more volumizer in there. I don't use dry shampoo because my hair is already dry. Another thing is, when you're doing your hair, make sure it's dirty. I'm not saying like, oh my gosh, it's oily and it stinks. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you don't want to use a clarifying shampoo. You don't want to strip the natural oils from your hair, okay? Yeah, pretty much. I don't know really how the back looks, but you give it a good spray as well. Right? Lots of bounce. Credits to my gal, the only gal that I go to for my hair, Renee, and I will be tagging her as well because I don't trust anybody. I don't trust nobody with my hair or my color. So that's it. That's it. So give me a shout out. Let me know what you think about this video. If I, I'm not going to really style it. You could do something like, like this. You could pull it up. I mean, really, you could do, there's so much volume, you could pretty much do whatever you want with it. You could put it all the way up, just a couple pins, I don't know, put some rhinestones in it. It's crazy hair, but it's your crazy hair, and we all want what we can't have. And I personally like straight hair because I think it's just very sexy, and this is just me, sleek and shiny, and I don't know. I just think it's very chic. So if I had straight hair, I would totally be working that, and I would not be getting perms. Please don't get a perm. But this video is specifically for natural curly hair. People ask me, oh, what size rod that is. I don't have a rod. It's strictly my hands and my my unruly hair. So, but I've learned to work with it, and yeah, this is what it is. All right, let me know what you think. Bye.